part 3 of, no, part 2 of the bits and pieces, part 2 of the issue 93, because I have to do and well, I'm going to get the toolbox, fortunately. So I can tick. Okay. All right. I just move this down like so. As you can see, I've got a lot of parts and all that. So, okay. This is the okay. Left. Got the left. Just move this back a bit. All right. Now, CM screws. Right. Okay, we've got to get the two leads. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Now, there. This is the 21. Okay. And then the same with the other one. Okay. Now, first things first, get the left one on. See the screws. Trying to get the screwdriver out. There we go. Okay. Okay. Just trying to work this out. Got left. The left. Yep. Okay. Uh, um, trying to work this out. Okay. So oh, okay, right. Now I've got it. Okay, yes, of course. Now, it goes. Okay. Why isn't that going in? It says CM screws. It says CM screws. I don't think that's CM screws. No, that's not CM screws. Right. Has to be CM screws. Just have to put it in. It's all right. Ah, there we go. Ah, that's the right one. Yeah, I've got to be careful of these at the back. Because, if I don't be careful, snap more of them. Right. Little fella's wondering what I'm doing. Right. There's more CM screws. More CM screws. And nothing in there. Alright. Now, we just carefully put this one on. Okay. Now I think the part for it to go up and down through. I think you, oh yes, you put it in last. Put it in last. Okay, because I've got to be careful of these ones at the top. Okay. I've got a funny feeling they're all got to be. Okay, now the next thing is next thing which is, and I think part which is this part here. It's like a jigsaw. Like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Now position that. Oh, okay. Uh, hmm. Um, I think. Okay. The wires. Yeah. Um. Um. Oh, it's round the other way. Of course. Of course. Ah, okay. There we go. Alright, okay. Now, got a lot of CM screws. Where's the screwdriver? Ah, there it is. Right. I don't know if anyone else has said this, but this is a bit like this is like a jigsaw puzzle. Putting all the pieces together. Yeah, and then this part, yeah. I've seen a lot of people to put this part in at the end, which goes there. Now, this build is I will say that it is definitely not a bad build. It's a pretty cool build. Even though you have to be careful of the wings, these part. One wrong move and you'll snap them all. Because they have to move, as we've all seen. Right. Now, I guess that's about it. So if we turn it over, turn it over like that. Oops. Hang on, I've just got to put them one of the mirrors in, one of the right. Now, there's 3 parts we don't need to put on, which I thought you would have. But as you can see there, see that's part of it. I mean, it's going to be pretty big. 8 minutes. Now the thing is, we've got the turntable, which on the bottom, turn it around. At the moment, we don't need to put this part on. I'm very, I'm always pleased when things go right. And I don't know why it is, but every time I do, you know, the planes, like the Spitfire, think it's going to come out all right. There's just about 1 or 2 things that don't seem to work. You hear the sound of the propeller going round, but the propeller itself doesn't go round. I know that a lot of people that have done builds, sometimes things don't go right, and then they've got to go back and check it. But as I said, with the Spitfire, I've checked it a fair few times, and I just sort of did, you know, I just let it, you know, it's up and round, and lights come on, and that. And I mean, we're doing the Lancaster, so I'm hoping that turns out all right. But when it comes to cars, like we've got with the DeLorean, that was very, very, you had to be very, very careful with that, because especially the wires for that, they were very, very thin. You only had to slip and the wire snaps. That turned out all right. That still works today. And I think the Spitfire and the Bismarck do. And then there's the Millennium Falcon, the part where they come out of the Falcon, the door, the thing that goes down and then up, that's slightly, it's working but not very good. The lights underneath don't seem to come on, but every light's on the back and that come on. But as I said, with the cars, I seem to do a pretty good job with the cars. The Ferrari, I checked it the other day. Nothing wrong with it. Perfect. Except for one thing. When I put the batteries in, push the pedal on. At first I thought, oh, it's not working. Then I checked underneath it and went, oh, I didn't turn it on. So I think that with the Batmobile, because the wings, you've got to be really, really careful. Really careful. And because one wrong move and you snap. But it should turn out really good. Parts don't need to put on at the moment. This part and this part, and then you've got this part, which don't need to put on at the moment. Which will probably be in the next one. Now, I didn't think, I thought it probably I thought it would have taken quite a while to do. But it didn't really. Now, the thing is, because the whole thing's metal, as you can see, look at that, which is pretty big. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is maybe I'll do a bit of a review on figure, Fantastic Four figure, Reed Richards, and it's still going, so I'm just going to move this over here. Like so. Like so. And I'm just going to move the camera down a bit. And let's go and get the figure. Okay. Now, little story. This, well, a little bit of a story. This, I tried to get it in the shop, and for some strange reason, there was none. Right? Sorry about that. Right? Now there was none. Now, I thought, well, that's rather ridiculous because there wasn't any of the pickup of the thing. Now, let's see, articulation in the knee, yeah, there, there. You stand up. Yeah, he stands up. Oh, articulation in there. And there. About there, yep, yep. About that. Now, these can come off. Which usually with pickers they don't, but these come off, and I'll show you with the other one, the arms, but I'm not going to take these off. Let's see, articulation in the air. Oh yeah, that's all right. Wrist, yeah. Let's see with this one. We got there, and there. Okay. Articulation in the hand. Now, what I'm pleased with this particular figure is how it looks like Pedro. It really looks like Pedro. See? And usually sometimes the faces are a bit different to the actors, but they get them right, which is good. So there's articulation in the arm, the legs, knees, and that. Now, just take one out. Now, of course, with this is a stretcho, so you're able to put that down like that, okay. So that's pretty good because it means that you take the arms off and you put this one on and the other one on. Now, I'll go back to the figure. Now, detail. Excellent detail, I'll say. But before I start doing with the detail, little story. Yeah, so I asked the girl why the only figures of the Fantastic Four that were in the shop were Susan and Johnny, right? And of course, Silver Surfer. I said, why isn't there any ones of Reed Richards and Thing? The girl said, oh, these and the other ones aren't selling very good, apparently, or something like that. Now, I had to go on to Amazon to get this figure. And there's Thing and that, so I'll get that too. I'll probably, when I can, and so I had the whole 4. But it just seems a bit strange why, and I'll tell you that after I've done the detail. Now the detail on this is excellent, right? Excellent. I have to say it is perfect. The detail on the face here, excellent, really. Seriously, it's, you know, all the detail. You've got that, the shoes, everything, you know, the belt, excellent detail, and the movements, the leg, the arms, turns, perfect. Detail is spot on. And yeah, the colour, I have to say that the colours are really well. I mean, the paint job is pretty good. Seriously, it is really, really good. I mean, seriously, it is excellent. I mean, you've got, with this arm, right? Excellent on the figure, you know. Like, you've got, even the hands come off. So you've got those ones there. So it's just like, it's just perfect, because when you look at the picture there, Pedro there, you know, you usually don't have it, like figures that have the same fate, but this, I mean, some you do, some you don't. But yeah, this figure is pretty good. I mean, I'll put him back in the box, and just gonna. Maybe hang him up on the wall. But yeah, this figure, I say the articulation is good. Detail, perfect. The colours are done really well. The paint job on it, excellent. 10 out of 10, I'd say, or I'll give it 100 out of 100. But yeah, even here, where it's got a bit of grey on the side, and you've got the beard and the mow lightly. Yeah, that's not bad, that's not bad. Seriously? Not bad at all. Now, I'm just going to move the camera back up a bit. So yeah, it's not it's not too bad, really, because look, see as I said, usually the detail of the figure with the face isn't usually the same. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But yeah, so I'll put him back in there, and let's see now. So of course I'll be adding the figure review, Fantastic Four figure review, in the description and that, and But yeah, the Batmobile tumbler, which is getting there. I think it's sort of probably be a little bit bigger, because as you see here, this is just part of it. Look at this. Seriously, this is just part of it, right? There's still like the back and the front. So that's going to be big. But should be all right, turn out all right. And but the figure, Fantastic Four. I don't know why. Reed Richards and Thing go just like that. They just go poof. Right? Now, I had a bit of trouble with this. Just under here is like a little metal spring. And I had a very hard time trying to get that right, because the screw up the top. And the little tiny problem with the screws that are you got the middle part, and then it's round on the side, on the outside. Sometimes when you put that screw in, you're trying to put that one in, and it seems to just go to the side or that, and you've got to be careful. You've got to try and make it so it's straight, right? Now, of course, this little part moves every time every time, right? So, I guess that'll be the last part. But the thing is, I think it's just going to be a little bit bigger in width, not in long ways, but width. Because even though the DeLorean and the Ferrari, they were sort of big, the Batmobile tumbler, which is sort of like bulky and that, which is another excellent build, is going to be a bit wider. So, I mean, I've got, with this part here, it's sort of, right, but I just hope it works, because this particular build is, as I said, it's going to be a big, bugger. So, yeah, so, let's just, here's me talking, it wants to come out. with Bluey, he's come out of his shell more. We've got a perch where he can sharpen, that beak, and he's able to run his beak along it. Got him a bird bath, which I'm just going to show you. Excuse the little twos in there. It takes batteries, and although he's set on the side of it, I don't know where he's just going to sleep. We checked last night. Little switch the back, turn it on, and there's like a bit of shower and that, but he hasn't sort of sat in it or that. It's sat on the side of it. But yeah, I think once he sort of gets used to it, he'll be right. At the moment, it's pretty cold. He wouldn't use it much though. He wants to come out, so, although I think he's looking in at his mirror. I think there's another bird. Another bird. I'm just gonna turn around so you can see. See there? He thinks there's another bird. As you can see, he's saying, "Why are they talking back?" He's only 12 weeks old, and he's very, very good bird. Very sneaky, because when we have the door open of the cage, he comes up with, he's going to come out. He comes out, looks around, and goes back in. And the thing is with that mirror, he really likes that mirror. What is it? It's another bird. Oh no, it's gone. Where's he gone? Whee! See there? He's on his swing now. Just there. So, yeah, he's going pretty well. And when he's eating his food, he sounds like a typewriter. He sounds just sending Morse code. But yeah, I think over time, just a little bit more time to probably the bird bath, which would be good in the summer, because it gets really, 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 very, very hot. It's very hot days, and he probably would end up using it then. So there'll be another live stream. Later on, late this afternoon. Oh, didn't sound too good. That's all right. Now, the build for the Ford Falcon XBGT, still waiting on issues to turn up, which they should eventually turn up. There will be a video of that. The wheel, I will already do it, like prepare, sort of have it done before I do the video of the Ford Falcon XBGT car, which is actually the car from Mad Max. So, done. I was going to do the Titanic because there's a fair few issues to do, and even issues to do a bigger version of the motor, but that might have to wait Friday because I have to sit out here to do it, and I can't exactly do it tomorrow, so I have to wait till early Friday morning when I make sure I do that. Later on, there'll be Diamond Art, the Spaceman. I think I might need a coffee. So yeah, they're probably, I may have to order the figure of the Fantastic Four thing, and then over time get the next two. But yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Let's see his face. Yeah? Now, even though you can take the arms off and take the hands off, I'm not exactly going to do that because could end up snapping the plastic bit. So I'm not going to do that. And as you can see, the picture there. See there? Alright. So yeah, so yeah, so as I said, there'll be a live stream of Diamond Art, the Spaceman. And as I said, in issue 94, you've got the turntable there. I'm just wondering, you get to put the other two parts and this on in the next issue, which will be good because it's going to be a bit silly if it says, oh no, don't until issue 95. But the thing is, this part, little bit heavy in weight. Alright? So you can imagine how when the whole thing's put together, how heavy it's going to be. That's fine, but I seem to do a really better job with the cars. I'm just hoping the Lancaster bomber build turns out all right. I've been very careful with that, with glue and wires. I checked that the other day and it seems to be alright. So, and that's so, yeah, so Friday morning, the Titanic, fair few issues to do, and that's so. What's he doing now? Oh, here we go. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Now, another thing with Bluey. Oh well, it's getting excited with another bird there. The thing with Bluey is he likes music. Now, I don't know if anyone else's budgie or canary or any other type of bird likes music. Look. Yes. 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 I think he wants to come out. But the only problem is we let him out and he flies a bit. Can't fly a lot because his wings clipped. But he seems to be getting very excited over what's that? On the floor. It's getting very excited over the seeing the other. It must think it's another bird there in the mirror. But yeah, let him out, and sometimes he tricks us, and oh, he's coming out. No, oh, you're going back in. And most of the other times he'll come out. He sits on my shoulder and just sits there, and other times he'll fly to the top of the cage and go behind the cage. Or when he comes out, he'll come in. He'll walk all the way around the back, and he's trying to get back in. And we say, no, come on, this way. And eventually he worked it out and came all the way around and went back in. But yeah, he's a pretty good bird. He goes mad when there's music. Playing music, he's, ooh, what's that? And but yeah, I'll probably let him out, and that. So yeah. Now usually when I'm doing I do a parcel. Parcel live stream review. Just seems to be every just now and then, once in blue moon sort of thing. There's ones I'm waiting on as well. I just hope they come today, or unless there's partial just sitting out here. unfortunately there's not. But that's fine. That's fine. Eventually it'll come. The things I when I can, I order from AliExpress. Well, that's the app that I use. I mean, sorry, I blurted that out. From the app that I use. Waiting for order that. Waiting on the issues for the Ford Falcon XB GT car build. Now, there's another build which I've seen a lot of people do, the Dalek from Doctor Who. I thought it'd be cool to do that. But then I had a look online, and apparently, yes. So, I sort of subscribed to that, but at the first two issues, issue one is not probably about $3, $4, $5 or something. And the second issue 2 is free, and you get, and then over time I'll just sort of work out with with the amount for the Ford Falcon and that's hopefully I'm able to do that. So that'll be a new build coming soon. But the thing that I can't work out is why the Ford Falcon's issues aren't in the news agency, because they're not in the news agency at all. Available in Australia where you can subscribe, but not in the news agency. Same with the Dalek, which is a new build. You can subscribe to that. But you can't get in the news agency, which seems rather strange, because it's as though Australia is the only country in the world that can't get them through the news agency, and yet other countries can. And it does seem a bit, a little bit unfair, because at least you're able to, you go in and you pick up a couple and that. Even though they've got with the free gifts, which is fine, that's fine. But the other thing is, a woman told me we're at a place where it's getting subscribed to with the Ford Falcon. I said, any other new builds come out? And she said, no, but we'll let you know. And yet when I looked online, it said, with Dalek, hopefully if I can do that build, comes, then that'll be a new build to the channel. It's saying it's available in Australia and other countries. And that's so. the other build, which is the DeLorean. Now, as I said with the wires, got to be very careful because one wrong move and they snap. When I got them, had to get them replaced. When I got the ones that I got the replacement ones, I had to set a tissue box at the back and carefully put the back on them so it sits. Because if I was holding that on in the back and then let it go, snap the wires. But that turned out all right. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll find out if I can do the DeLorean again and see if I can get later on down the track. The mods. So, anyway. He seriously wants to come out. But the problem is he going to come out, sit on my shoulder, or is he going to fly around? You want to come out, little fella? All right. But I'm just gonna see how we go. Stand up. Yes. I'm just gonna take that and this part. Now, hopefully I'm not making a big mistake opening the door. Come on. Say sneaky. I thought he was going to come out. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Only likes to look. But, yeah, as I said, there'll be a live stream probably late this afternoon. I have to check on the app for if the parcel's going to come today. I don't know. Also, just to give you a bit of a heads up with the second channel, Doctor Who fan film. With episode 3, The Mysterious Box. 2 of the Doctor's enemies. One of his enemies is out to cause a lot of trouble. And one of the Doctor's other enemies he has to save. And then jump to it's going to be a part. So episode 3 of series 1. Episode 3 will be part 1, and then episode 4, which in that one where the Doctor and the enemy that he has to go and save team together to stop the enemy that is causing trouble and wants what's in the mysterious box. That's in episode 4, part 2. Part 1 is where one of his enemies is kidnapped by one of the other enemies that is going to cause a lot of trouble. So that is in episode 3, and then they'll continue on. It would be in episode 4, part 2. So that I wait. Of course, the other 2 enemies, which you'll find out who they are in episode 3 of my Doctor Who fan film. I will be playing those 2, which means that I have to do the video with the Doctor, play the Doctor. I did video that part, and then the other 2 parts, and then put them all together. Which I'll probably be doing it on the computer, because I'm going to add a bit of, bit of effects sort of thing. So, yes. So there might be a parcel review. I don't know. I just have to check on the Oz app. I have to check on the app to see if there's any that's coming today. The company that sends out the issues for the Ford Falcon XB GT car build, I will probably have to ring them up later on, late this afternoon, to find out when I'm going to get them, because it was sent last Thursday. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you all for joining. And as I said, with the figures of the Fantastic Four, which I will do a live review on, if one of the builds is just not much to do. But I really thought that all those parts were going to be put together, but as I found out, unfortunately, no, not at the moment. But I can tell you now, that is a little bit heavy. Those wings there, these here, which I have to be very careful of. That, otherwise if I'm not careful, it'll snap. But yeah, parcel review maybe. So anyway, I want to thank you all for joining, and that, as I said, there'll be another live stream later on this afternoon. I may have to go to Hurstville. I don't know, maybe I have to get a taxi, because the rain is terrible here. Pouring non-stop, and then there's a little bit of a pause, and then it starts raining again. And at the moment, it's pouring like anything. So, yeah, even Lego Live, I still go back to do the skits of Bob and Cody. Bob, of course, very mischievous, likes to cause trouble for Cody. And doing that. Podcasts, there'll be podcasts of I think with Darren, with me and Jerry, suddenly gone through a Lost in Time. Still have to work out with that. Pouring a bloody rain, of course. But yeah, so anyway, thank you all for joining, and take care, and bye now.